Second.
Shelley?
Dennis M. Clark.
Yes.
Becky Curtis. Julie Osmus.
Yes.
Roy Estes.
Yes.
Darlene Breckenridge.
Yes. Okay, it is now time for Ms. from this. Have anything you want to say?
Is it new business?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I missed it. Okay, it is now new business. Have a first reading on Bill 2020-17.
Bill 2020-17, an ordinance for the City of Cameron, Missouri, approving and accepting an agreement to sell real estate to Quality Traffic Control Investments, LLC, QTC, to expand operations at the Cameron Business Park.
I will now entertain a motion to pass Bill 2020-17 on a first reading.
So moved.
Second. Discussion?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
You guys received this in your packet. Like Shelley said, this is a ordinance solidifying a sale of land in the business park, roughly about 9.3 acres to Quality Traffic Control. And basically, they're going to expand their operations into the business park. It'll be our first development in the business park that's actually up and running. They're excited about this. They've been looking for some time to purchase some land and expand their existing operations. They outgrew their current facility. Just think it's a great opportunity for the city of Cameron and QTC to kick off the business park.
Anybody have any comments, Tim? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. 5 in favor, 0 opposed. Okay, it is now time for miscellaneous comments from the staff. Steve?
I have nothing further, Mayor.
Shelley?
I do have something. I just wanted to wish the family of James Roach my condolences. I found out James passed away on Friday. He was the street superintendent for the city for 18 years, and he retired from here in 2004. And I just wanted to recognize James tonight in our minutes.
Thank you.
I did have one more thing. The liquor licenses and the business licenses will be going out soon for renewal. The state of Missouri has extended their deadline due to COVID-19. So instead of them being due June 30th, they're going to be it'll be August 31st before they're due. City licenses can't be issued without the coordinating state license. So we are also going to be extending our deadline for that. All the existing business licenses will just be good for 2 more months. We won't be sending out different licenses for that period. We're just giving them longer to get everything in order. Hopefully everybody will get back to regular business by then.
Okay. Is Chief O'Donnell on there? Is he on?
I don't think so.
Okay, Chief Batcher, is he?
Yes, no, nothing new, Mayor. Thank you.
Drew, is he on?
Yes, thank you. Nothing at this time.
Tim?
Just nothing's new.
Okay, is Carmen here?
Yes, I have nothing new. Have a nice evening.
Zach, you got anything you want to say?
Nothing to report tonight.
How about you, Patrick?
Yes, just like in the last meeting, I would like to add something right into the minutes. Tonight, the City Council is meeting via electronic means, specifically Zoom. The reason for this is to try and prevent the spread of COVID-19. The Center for Disease Control, the President of the United States, the Clinton County Public Health Director, and the Chief of Police have strongly advised against meetings larger than 10 people to attempt to reduce the spread of COVID-19. Comply with this advice, and due to the size of the City Council and City staff, the City Council meeting tonight is being conducted via electronic means.
Thank you. Now we have miscellaneous from the council, but before we go individually, I want to bring something up to the council and see what their thoughts are. We've been tracking the COVID-19, and so it appears that things are beginning to flatten out, especially in our area. I don't know how the council feels, but I think we ought to be prepared for starting things up. I don't know how you feel about it. That's why I want to do it right now. My first thought would be maybe to open the parks up, and the weather's going to be starting to get nicer and people need places to go. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a great idea. I think we curve. Doesn't mean nobody else is going to get sick, but we're not going to overrun the hospitals.
Do what, Julia?
I said somebody still might get sick, but we're not going to overrun the hospital.
Right. How about Councilman Clark?
I have really mixed emotions on this because this is such a contagious virus and the incubation period is so long that it can get in front of us very quickly before we realize it. At the same time, everybody's been cooped up in their house, and my first reaction would be I would not want to do that unless we specifically get guidance from county health authorities, and personally I would wait to do it. That's not what people want to hear. I think we're going to be dealing with this for a long time. So before we would do that, I'd like to see us get some sort of guidance from people in the medical field or the health department, something like that.
But I do see a lot. Okay, I know that Councilman F, he's in the medical profession. What's your thoughts? Councilman Estes? We can't hear you.
Oh, we've tested 10. We've had 10 positives at the hospital so far. I mean, that's the whole thing. Nothing new for, I believe it's over a week now. I think eventually everybody is going to end up getting exposed to this. Kind of limit it slowly. I agree with Denny with, kind of having some guidance might not be a bad idea. But I don't have a problem with it. I don't think it's a bad idea. You can open part of it and still not have picnics. Yeah, I mean, he's right. It's going to be a 2-week delay-ish. We are still so far behind even metropolitan Kansas City that as they start opening things up, it's still going to take a while for us to get there.
Well, I know. I just thought I didn't mean to just open it up and let everybody do what they want. I think, like you said, no picnics. I mean, I get that, but everybody has to learn. This is something that everyone is going to have to learn to do, is to be very aware of not introducing something to someone else where our lives are going to change a bit. And, right now, if we require them to wear masks or something like that, I mean, I don't know. I just think we need to learn to adapt to what our future is going to be, because it's going to be different.
I like the thinking, by starting to, because it's outdoors, it's limited exposure. So I could see that being a benefit to the community, because you're going to know when it starts hitting here pretty quick.
Well, does anybody have any objections to getting some guidance from county health and maybe some of the medical professionals, the physicians out at the hospital?
I don't have any.
I do believe that from the top of our nation that they say 14 days. So we're already at 7. So we have another 7 days. We could project, we can kind of say 7 to 14 days and then let that happen. I will know that a lot of parents are extremely careful with their kids, have aging parents, and out there, put that out there. I'm sure parents are bringing it to themselves. I agree that this is something I think that we as a system learn to deal with on a regular basis forever in the future. And I think that we're in spring and the kids have been shut up for so long. Not a bad idea how that goes. And if we have a doubling in one night, then, you know.
And I say this because, you know, my residence is close to the park and people are still down there. Or we have it in place that is closed, they're going. And so I think if we put up what we require and open it up and people need to abide right now, I mean, that's just my thought. We're going to be opening this country back up. It can't stay closed down forever. So I think we need to have plans and action on how we're going to. That's I just some plans so that people know what's expected of them.
If I could add one thing there. One of the things is our parks are not closed, so people can still walk in the park. What's closed is the picnic areas and the playground equipment. A suggestion has been, a suggestion has been made that we could open up the suggestion has been made that we could perhaps use the playground equipment if people would sanitize it before they use it, and then sanitize it after they use it. You know, that is a possibility that maybe moves in that direction.
I think there's multiple parents that would be thrilled to have that opportunity to get back on them, and that they would probably, I'm not going to say all will be, but I was at the skate park yesterday and watching the people that were there, and they were very good, far from each other, but they were skating. And I was really, you know, in California, they dumped 73 tons on their skate parks, but they have a lot more people using them. So, sand. So I believe in our people.
Councilman, any thoughts?
What's that?
I said, do you have any thoughts?
No, I was the first one that spoke.
Okay. We've had a lot of talking.
If I could add one more thing to this, please.
Go ahead.
One thing is we're talking about opening some facilities up, but one of the things that does matter to a lot of people is restaurants and businesses. We haven't talked about that. We still have that prohibition in place, and there's no end to that. What happened is the state of emergency that we declared is open-ended, and it is till it's rescinded. So it will continue on, but you can change that at any time. I've heard us talking about parks and things like that. I haven't heard anything about